everybody says the Catholics believe about Mary and then like a bunch of lies. I'll tell you what the Catholics believe. This is the Catechism of the Catholic Church. This is the things that Catholics believe. Ready? Here it goes. Mary was enriched by God with gifts appropriate to her role. It wasn't her doing, it was God giving her what she needed to do the things that she was called to. Here's another one. Ready? What the Catholic faith believes about Mary is based on what it believes about Christ, and what it teaches about Mary, it illuminates and turns its faith in Christ. Good news. Strength comes from surrender, because the less we are of ourselves, the less we get in our way, the more God can work through us. You boil down Marian devotion to one word, it's surrender. It's surrendering to the fact that God has a better plan for you. It's surrendering to the fact that God can do whatever he wants. It's surrendering to the fact that God isn't just a God of justice, but a God that is tenderhearted, a God who wants to be loved, that wants to be cared for, a God that when you tell yourself, there's no way that he can forgive this, you can look to Mary and say, look at all the things that he's done. All of the things that he has promised. It's not something that we're going to get to see fulfilled like way after. It's something that he continues to fulfill in her. And so we can go to her as the Queen of Heaven because God is the King of Heaven, because God is our Creator, because God chose her to be his mother. And we can turn to her and she can intercede for us. Do you want to know why? Because we believe in a God of the living. We believe in a God that does not get conquered by death. When we go to heaven, we get to continue to participate in the job of bringing people closer to Christ, and no one does it better than his mother. He continues to use Mary, and Marian devotion is surrender. Is when you feel overwhelmed or tired, or you just couldn't possibly face the God of the universe because you are not worthy, you go to Mary and she says, but he loves you. Having a Marian devotion is having the ultimately best friend who will always turn you back to Christ, because she got to hold him in her hands, in her womb. And so you get close to Mary and you say, I couldn't possibly. Why would you go to Mary? Because he came to us through Mary. He didn't have to. He didn't have to, but he did. Listen, okay? If you think that we believe great things about Mary, she is the standard of what we believe about Christ. If you think Catholics paint Mary in such a high light, imagine what we think of God. Imagine what we think of Christ. Imagine what we think he can accomplish through you if you surrender to him. If God became incarnate through a little girl because she said yes, what can't he do through you?